Hello, and welcome back to Bubbly and Blazers, a podcast where ambition meets authenticity. I'm Shayla.
And I'm Ainsley, and today's episode is going to be a little different. We're really excited. We're going to kick off something new that we're calling the Bubbly Book Club.
Yay.
So basically, it's just our little excuse to talk about what's been living on our nightstands lately. So, books, audiobooks, podcasts, all that good stuff that's been inspiring us lately.
Definitely. And more than just what we're reading, but why is resonating with us.
Mm,
So we'll share a few, key takeaways, quotes, maybe even the lessons we're actually applying to our lives, business, and maybe even our personal growth right
too true.
now.
All right. Well, let's grab a little cozy drink. And let's dive into the stories, the insights, and the ideas that are shaping the season for us.
Yay, love it.
Awesome. Okay, what is currently on your nightstand, Shayla? What are you reading? What are you listening to, and why?
Okay, I never thought I'd be one of those people that has like multiple things on the go. But here we are.
Yay.
I was thinking about this like in preparing our like questions, and I was just like, oh my God, I actually have a problem right now. I have too many books on the go. No wonder I'm like
I
not
like that.
finishing them.
I met somebody once who said they do like a different genre, like one of all the genres they like at a time because they get like similar to TV shows. They were like, "Oh, I get bored, so I need to mix it up." And I was like, "Wow, that's actually, I've never thought of it like that. It's you're kind of taught in school like, okay, you read a book and you finish it, but it's like, really, you can do whatever. It's an entertainment source." So I love
Yeah,
that.
I feel like that's exactly me right now. Like I have a personal book that I'm reading, like personal, like a fun,
Yeah,
fluffy book. It's called The Wedding
love.
People. I don't know
Ooh,
if you've read that one.
I have not. I've never heard of that either.
Okay,
Sounds kind
so
of intriguing.
this is not a spoiler because it literally happens in the first 10 pages, but it's about a woman who goes to a hotel, she checks herself in, and she plans the perfect like death for herself.
Oh,
Yeah, she goes to plan to take her own life, and this happens in the first 10 pages. I'm not spoiling anything. And then
so like whole plot.
what ends up happening is the wedding is actually, or the hotel is actually booked for a wedding. And so she gets wrapped up in the wedding party as part of kind of a guest to this event. So
No
it's
way.
it's it starts like pretty
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 low.
full on.
Wow.
But I'm halfway through, and it's definitely just like a nice light easy read at the end of the day. Like
I
I
love
don't
it.
know, sometimes instead of turning on Netflix, I like to just like read for a little bit before bed.
Yeah.
A
I'm
little bit
kind
of
of
an old lady that way.
no, that's a good thing, and I'm trying to get into that. As I've mentioned many time and time again, I'm a big scroller.
Oh yes.
Um, and I've also been like, since I've started back at school, I'm like, I'm not reading. I read all the time, all day, like, but I've noticed in the last couple weeks, I'm ready to like just read exactly like you said, like something just chill at night.
Mm,
So I think I'm getting back into reading too, a little
okay.
bit more for like joy and pleasure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's great.
Mhm.
Before I ask you what you're reading,
Yes.
I guess I'll finish off too. So yeah, I've got that for light and fluffy, and then I have a business book that I'm on the go of right now, which it's called The Switched On CEO, by Stephen Folk, and it talks about kind of different leadership styles and things like that. It's good. And then podcast wise, I'm also in the middle of a really good audiobook, which I'm going to try
Mm.
and figure out what it's called right now because I always forget. Oh, here we go. The Hard Thing About the Hard Things. That one's by Horowitz. Horowitz. Ben Horowitz. Uh,
We're reading the names too. Like, whoa.
oh, this is a full book club moment. So those are the three I've got on the go at the moment.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Okay.
that.
I want to
That's so
know.
good. You have like a light one, a professional one, and then like I love like a little feelings one, a spiritual
Yeah.
one, so to speak. That's incredible.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
love that. What kind of reader would you say right now? Like, are you like did you pick up the first book because it's kind of spooky season? Are
Mm.
you more like real-time book, more audiobook? I don't know. Give me a lowdown on that.
I'd say right now it's a good question because I used to be the biggest, like, I'll never listen to an audiobook. Like, there's no way you could retain anything. But recently, within the last year, I guess, I started getting into it. I walk a lot, like I go for a lot of walks. And even just, like kind of have some downtime, whatever, like to sit out and have my coffee in the morning. And it's nice to just like actually put something on and like
Mm-hmm.
have someone read a story to you. So
It's
I have a newfound love for audiobooks.
I love that. And I think actually that's something I could get into because like I'm a big music listener. I always like to have music on. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'm like,
It's
oh, I don't
enough.
know what to pick. Like I don't know what
Yeah,
playlist to do. So that could be like a good thing to kind of mix it up. Still have something going on, but a little bit of a
definitely.
story.
I will say, like for audiobooks, I tend to try and pick a like something that I'm really like more business focused, I would say, or kind of like your nonfiction.
Yeah.
And I only will listen to a chapter a time. I find that's like my
Nice.
attention span. If I try anything more, I don't retain it. But if I
Okay.
just focus for one chapter, listen to it, and then the rest of my walk is like da, 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 da,
I
da.
love in the Mind Palace.
Exactly. Then I'm just like soaking it in, absorbing, figuring out how I'm going to apply it.
Well, that's okay. This is good.
Yeah, so I'm kind of loving both. I picked The Wedding People though, truly because I was like holding on to summer and it just felt like
Yeah.
a really nice light beach read.
Oh, love.
And so I'm just finishing that up. But I'm down for I'm starting to get like that fall, like I want like a really good love story, like
Ooh.
a little drama,
Yeah,
like
a
that'll be my
cozy
next
read.
read.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Okay, tell me what's on your nightstand right now?
So I picked it up to bring.
Ooh, show and tell. Oh, the queen herself.
So I don't know if I brought this up like in July, because that is when I started this book. So this is bad. This is a little bit embarrassing, but this is
Okay.
during the summer. I'm in a little bit of a book club with my friends.
Love.
So I read a few different books in the summer, and this was kind of like my in between. I started it before I went to Stampede
Mm.
because she was the parade marshal.
Yeah, for those who aren't watching the video of this and just listening to the audio,
True.
Ainsley is wearing reading, sorry, Shania Twain. Is
Her
it an
biography.
autobiography?
Yeah, it's her autobiography
Oh,
called From This Moment On. So a little
oh,
call out to the song. Um, yeah, I thrifted this book. I'm really into thrifting books.
yes,
Like I'll
absolutely.
be like, "Oh, that's great. I love an autobiography." All my friends make fun of me, but I'm like, "No, this is my bread and butter. Like I love this stuff. I just want to know about people's lives and I
And
just think that's
honestly,
so
the thrift store
interesting."
has so many. Like,
Yeah,
wait 2 weeks after a major book is published, and it will be there,
truly.
guaranteed.
Truly. It's my favorite thing. I'm like, I should be, my mom was a librarian, so I should be like a library girly, but
Mm,
I'm not a fast reader.
okay.
And
You're a busy girl.
yeah, I'm busy. And unless I'm like really into it, it's like there's no way I'm crushing that out in 2 weeks. So, I think this is a great economical way to buy books and sustainable too. So yeah, saw this at the thrift like a couple years ago, pulled it off the shelf at the beginning of the summer,
Hmm.
and here we are. I'm
I love
I'm
it.
I'm decently, I would say, halfway through.
Okay.
Um,
Not to put you on the spot, but is there
yeah.
anything that's kind of like stuck out to you or something that you've kind of learned that you didn't know?
Well, is this is a crazy one. I'm surprised too, like how much. Oopsie! I think I just knocked my laptop with the book. It's a big book. Can we get a
Okay.
little?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
It's
it's like what,
hardcover
an
too.
inch
Like
thick?
it's quite a book that she's written here. So she starts it off by saying that I don't know how many people are familiar with her story, how familiar you are, but her parents passed away when she was in her early 20s
Mm,
in a car accident. So
mhm,
she obviously didn't get to ask them a lot of questions. So she wrote it for her son essentially, and then obviously published it and is having some like success there with her fans. But um, yeah, so it starts off with that, which is like already pretty heavy. And
yeah.
then it details her childhood growing up in like an abusive household.
Mm,
Um, her mom was abused by her father. So it's very, very heavy. Really gives you just like a different perspective on life, I would say. Yeah, so it's all about her growing up in Northern Ontario and going through this very tumultuous childhood. Where I'm at right now is she's essentially trying to launch her music career in Toronto. Her parents have just passed away, and she's basically like kind of pivoting between, yeah, trying to make her dreams come true and trying to like take care of her family because there's like younger children in the family still. So it's pretty wild. Like,
Wow.
I've been a fan for forever. I knew that her parents had passed away. I knew that she had stepped in to kind of raise them. But yeah, I didn't know how like traumatic her childhood was. And obviously the details. So it's very interesting. It is a bit heavy at times. I will warn
Yeah.
people, but I do recommend it. It's quite good so far. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know too much about her, to be quite honest,
Yeah.
but I love her.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how finding out someone's backstory really gives you like a newfound respect for them and kind of makes you rethink like, qualities like their ambition, their drive, their passion, like to get where
hmm
they got going through what they did, it can be pretty remarkable.
Absolutely. So quite an inspiring read.
Wow.
And yeah, interesting too, for sure. I
Very
like I
neat.
like your perspective on that one.
And
Yeah,
I take it you're also reading textbooks. Those
I
must be
am.
exciting.
Yes. I'll admit so I would say there's two textbooks I'm supposed to be reading. I'm only reading the one.
Okay.
Um the accounting textbook, I'm really trying to not read it. I'm doing the activities instead,
Oh,
the
okay.
practice, and I feel
Perfect.
okay about that.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm reading the entrepreneurship textbook, all
Wow.
about entrepreneurial processes,
Wow.
um, which is good, It's interesting. Like
Yeah.
we've talked about before, I don't know if this is necessarily my path, but I'm learning it.
She's
I'm
doing
learning the
it.
processes. hmm
What's one process that you kind of stuck with you or something you've applied into your everyday? Has there been one yet?
Say I something that stuck out to me is like when you're starting a business, like going around to people and trying to collect kind of like research, primary research, and
Mm.
interviewing people and kind of seeing what different people think if they would purchase your service and things of that nature. So, I think that's a good one. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are like, oh, this is a great idea. I'm going to start a business. But
Mhm.
this course is teaching you, like, it's like, okay, well, you do need to do quite a bit of research and different kinds of research. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
If
to make
you,
sure it's going to work out and it's going to be profitable and all those things, because you don't want to throw a bunch of effort into something that in the end might just not work out. That's just the way things go sometimes. So,
yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah.
unless you just have cash to burn, but
Yeah.
most of us aren't in that position.
Many of us do. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that one.
I think one
Mhm.
of the neatest things that I had heard of someone else doing, this isn't something I tried yet, but it definitely kind of saved the idea for anything in the future, is they put together this like marketing campaign. What would be their idea? They did a
Mhm.
paid ad for it. The ad campaign went back to a simple landing page where they collected a bit of information saying like this is coming soon. Here, like jump in our newsletter to be the first to know. And
Mhm.
that's how they tracked organic growth from it. And I
Cool.
thought it was a really neat way to do it, where maybe you
Yeah.
spend $30 on a meta ad, but you can see right away if your ad's dialed in and after your target audience, you can know if
Yeah.
there is going to be that return and what people are willing to invest and put into it.
I like that. And
Yeah.
generate a little bit of buzz. I feel like I've noticed that a lot with like
Yeah.
different businesses I've seen that have launched and appear to be quite successful. It's like they seem to have generated a lot of like really organic like buzz around the idea and yeah, getting people excited. So
Definitely.
I like that. Love. All right, so can you give us a quote or idea or concept that is sticking with you from one of your reads right now?
Ooh, good question. I'm actually, it's okay. So, what comes to mind is a book that I read previous.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to share it because I I come back to this book time and time again, and it was one that definitely took me a while to read. It's a small book relative,
Mm-hmm.
but it just felt like it had so much good information. So the book itself is called Nerve, and we'll make sure to
Mm-hmm.
link these books like in our show
Yeah.
notes, so you can find them later. The book is called Nerve: Lessons on Leadership from Two Women Who Went First. And it's a story written by two women, Martha Piper and Indira Samarasakira. Don't ask me to say that 5 times fast.
You're doing really good.
I'm trying so hard right now.
My author is, you know, it's I know that name, so you're doing great.
So, yeah, the book is called Nerve, and it's these two women who were the first presidents of their respected universities. So Martha Piper was UBC, Indira was University of Alberta, I believe. Um, and so they talk a lot about the things that they learned throughout that journey. And one of their chapters is called Grit and Grace. And it's kind of just stuck with me as almost like, I don't know, a way to be and a way to conduct business is with grit and with grace. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something that women we can use to our advantage. And oftentimes, we step into rooms and people we're kind of unassuming. People don't think too much of us. And then all of a sudden, they see this huge drive and passion, but the way we conduct ourselves is very graceful and very elegant. And I think that's something that really sets us apart in a boardroom and something that um, moving forward in business is kind of a way that I want to make sure that I'm kind of representing myself in situations. And it's one that, again, it's just kind of the title of the chapter to give you a little tease of obviously what they talk about, but kind of learning from their experience and seeing how I've even done it in my own life without realizing it maybe, but just kind of keeping it front of mind. So that's something that, has really stuck out to me. I read that book maybe 5 years ago now. And
Wow.
I often think about it like regularly in the way I handle
Mm.
myself and the way I respond to communications and the way I seek out business. And it's just, yeah, it was a really good read. I'd recommend it to any young women starting in their professional careers, and
It
even those
sounds
that
really
are in it.
interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
I love that. Oh my
How about for
God.
you? What's something that's kind of, quote, idea or concept that's really stood out recently?
That is an interesting one. I would say from my biography here that I'm reading. I would say, oh, this is a tough one. This
I'm
is a
putting you
tough
on the
one.
spot.
I know. Um, I would say, yeah, just like her perspective on life.
Hmm.
Part of it for me is like, oh, I don't know if this is like a trauma response because she's had a lot
Yeah.
of like complicated situations in her past, but she's very much like, when things need to get done, you just do it.
Yeah.
And, um, things could be worse. And so we're just figuring it out. And I think that's something that I like. And I like that bit of perspective
Hmm.
because it's like, I think it's easy to fall into like a little bit of a trap of like, oh, this is the worst ever. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's really not. Like,
Yeah.
things ultimately could be a lot worse. Um, so yeah, I
Kind of
don't know. That
taking
might be a
things
little
one
bit
step at a
cliche, but
time.
it really is
No.
sticking out to me right now.
No, I like that.
Hmm.
And it's a good reminder, like taking things one step at a time, not worrying about things that haven't happened yet or might not even happen, and
Yeah,
just kind of taking each day as it comes.
absolutely.
Have you read Atomic Habits by James Clear?
No, is that the one that's like the green cover with the?
No, that's
No,
Mel
that's
Robbins.
the. What am I
Let
thinking
them
of?
theory. Let them
Yes.
theory.
Oh my gosh, true. No, I have not. Neither.
I have not read that one yet. I feel like
That's one that's going to be at the thrifts.
yes, yeah, and probably like a sea of green. I've heard it's quite good though. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
reading it.
Oh yeah.
Obviously I'm familiar with like, the thought of let them, but someone told me that that's a part of it obviously, but it's the okay now like then what do you do?
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, because I saw the TikToks where it was like let them, let them. And then, like
I know. It's hard sometimes.
but no, there is more to it, I think. So I haven't read that one. But Atomic Habits, like 11 out of 10 recommend.
Ooh,
Yeah, it very good.
I like
James
that.
Clear does a really good job. That's one that I listened to on audiobook because I felt like it was easy enough to listen. The concepts were good. It was pretty straightforward. And he has a nice way to speaking. I love when the authors like do their own audio because I think it
Yeah.
just like gives that personal touch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it talks about laying that kind of like foundational work,
Mm-hmm.
and how can you make a task that you're not wanting to do or that you're putting off? How can you make it in its simplest form? So
Mm.
like
Yeah.
going to the gym in the morning, if you're having a hard time doing that, how can you prepare yourself the night before so that when you wake up, it's easy that your
Yeah.
running shoes are there, your outfit's ready, everything's good to
Go.
go. You just wake up and you go.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
Yeah. Oh, I
like if
like
you want to
that.
go to the gym for 30 minutes, well, show up for 5 and do that every day until slowly you start to build more time. Or,
Mm-hmm.
it's really good at kind of helping add to that piece of like taking each day as it comes and what can I do today that'll help me build what I'm trying to for the future.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
I love that. What would you say is your favorite book you've read so far this year?
This year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I I again another audiobook. See, I'm really into
You're into
audiobooks.
it.
One that I listened to is called Unreasonable Hospitality,
Mm-hmm.
and it's by Will Guidara. There you go. Um,
Crushing it.
and it was talking about, so he was in the restaurant industry and hospitality, obviously. And he talked about taking a kind of like average restaurant and creating it into a Michelin star restaurant. And they talk about all the little details that go into that moment. Um, Really good. I would say, whether you're in hospitality or not, it was a really, really good book. I had a lot of key takeaways. One kind of like quirky thing that stuck with me about, kind of like going the extra mile, was that at their restaurant, he said they use such a nice china. People often would ask them like what it was, or they'd look on the back for the logo to see like what brand it was. And so they made sure that when their staff plated tables, that whenever a guest would flip it over, it would be in the right orientation that they could see and read
Mm.
it properly.
I love that.
What a random thing to
Yeah.
think about and to have your staff trained to know to do,
Mm-hmm.
but makes a huge difference and the customer has no idea.
I love that actually. And I would actually I hope you link this book. I
I
can't
will
wait to
definitely
read it
link this book.
because I love stuff like this. I feel like we're really in like an era of like obviously things are a bit tough. People are in
Mhm.
like a money saving mode totally. Um but yeah, like when you go to things like hotels and restaurants, like the service just seems like it isn't like what it used to be.
Yeah.
And I think that is just like that just makes people's experience so much better, obviously, and then makes them want to return. Um, no, I love stuff like that. I think it's so interesting. It's similar with I what years ago now, but I watched this like really good documentary on like just Disneyland and Disney and just
Mm,
how they operate.
yeah.
And that's like one of the most integral parts of their success is that everything they do is like detail focused. Like
Yeah.
even the trash cans, it's not just, oh, I'm just putting a trash can. It's like it has to meet the aesthetic. And I just think that kind of thing, like you said, it's like, who would even think of that? But it makes obviously such a difference. And I just think that's so interesting. I love,
Definitely. Uh,
Hmm.
Bob, is it Iger? I think it is. He
Yeah.
was the CEO. His autobiography is really good as well.
Oh, and I
He
would love that.
he's a bit controversial, I've heard more recently, based on
Yeah.
some decisions he's made and things like that.
Yep.
But at the time it was written and the time I read it, very, very good, very
Yeah.
eye-opening, like you said. Yeah. Okay,
Incredible.
how about for you? What are some other things that you're, applying into your day to day from what you're reading, watching, listening in terms of, business, personal wellness?
Gosh, nothing, I would say. That's
Nothing.
terrible. That's so
So not
terrible.
true.
I will say I will take a bit of an easy answer here, but it really is like taking up good real estate in my brain.
Yeah.
I'm like all my courses this semester are very coordinated.
Okay.
So I feel like right now I'm noticing like I'll read
Mhm.
something in one class and then it'll show up in the next one. So
Oh, I love that.
I feel like I don't know if it's like applying it in my life per se, but
Mhm.
to my studies, I feel like I really am. I'm locked in on like legal things.
Mhm.
I'm really learning about laws
Mhm.
and employment law and things like that. Um, and then financial statements. I feel like I'm really into this mindset as well. So,
Oh, okay.
it's not very exciting, but
It's important though.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, they keep talking about it, so
I think, well, what's that saying? Right information, wrong time.
yeah.
And like I feel like that is, kind of a lesson in this too. And I notice that sometimes with myself, like sometimes someone will be like, "Oh my God, I just read this amazing book. Like you should
Mhm.
read it. It's all about leadership or XYZ." And they
Mhm.
give it to me and I get one chapter in and I'm just like, "Oh my God, like I just can't." And it's not because the
Yeah.
information is bad, but it's maybe just that right now that's not the information I'm looking for. That's not the lesson I'm trying to learn. That's not where I'm trying to, build a skill set or something. And,
Mhm.
I've gone back to those books at different moments and like quickly read through it because it was exactly what I needed. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's just not what you need. And so I love that your courses are just naturally kind of stacking to one another and that
Yeah.
maybe outside of that too, you're seeking out more to help add to
Mhm.
that learning because I think that helps it stick to even more.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah,
pretty
going
much
back
it
on
for
your
me.
answer, it wasn't a no.
No, yeah. I had a little bit of an answer there. But yeah, it's a lot of school focus, a little bit of fun reading, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And
I love
scrolling, of
that.
course.
Oh, of course.
I'm
Well, we
still
have to
doing that.
learn some reality too.
Yeah,
It balances
absolutely.
out. That's my
It
excuse for watching
does.
trashy TV. It's not the
Yeah.
reality I live day to day, so it's fun to
No,
balance it out.
exactly. And I'm learning about how other people live.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I love that.
Well, shall we do a little bubbly breakdown of today's key
Absolutely.
takeaways?
Absolutely. Okay, so what you read may reflect what you need. So pay attention to what's pulling you in. This is so true, right? Just like you just mentioned, sometimes a book just doesn't hit. That's okay. But if it is hitting, then it's like, what's got me locked in here? What do I need to take out of this? I love that.
Totally.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like that
Even
too.
if it's simple, just a quick reminder. I love it.
Absolutely. You don't know how that simple thing is going to compound over time. So.
True.
Knowledge is power, but application is what creates the transformation. So remember to soak in what you're listening to, what you're learning, and figure out how you can apply it in your day to day to get the most out of your reads.
Love. This is like, I feel like you're a teacher right now. Like we're really like, we're not just reading.
We're locking
We're
in here.
we're locking in. Incredible. Incredible. Okay, so books can be mentors. Each one offers a different lens for growth. Um, Incredible for me right now. This
Hmm.
is my mentor right here. This beautiful woman.
Miss Shania
Uh,
Twain.
yeah, and you know, you never know what lesson a book's going to teach you. Like, you might, like, oh my gosh, cliche, have to say it, don't judge a book by its cover. Like, I definitely thought this book was going one way, and I'm like,
Mm,
oh, we're going in a completely different direction.
mm.
But it's fascinating, and it's learning, and yeah.
So good.
Mm,
And yeah, let curiosity, not comparison, guide you what to pick up next. So, like you said, don't judge a book by its cover.
yeah,
Go with what's feeling right and what you're looking to lean into. And yeah, see what takeaways you can get from it. There's a reason someone wrote it, and why not explore it a little bit more?
so true. And I like on that point too. You know, people obviously, of course, want to read like books that everybody's talking about.
Mhm.
And I do like that. There's an aspect to that. It's like when you watch a TV show that everybody is watching and talking
Yes.
about. That is quite nice. But yeah, just to hammer it home, you know, don't compare yourself what everyone else is reading.
Mhm.
Maybe you're going to the thrift store and you're buying the book that was popular 5, 10 years ago. That's
Yeah.
okay too.
There's lots of copies of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff or Seven
Yes,
Habits of Highly Effective People out there.
it's
It's
still
never
good
too late.
content.
It
Yeah,
is
it's still good
100%.
content.
If you haven't read those, add those.
Literally, and then you're not paying full price and it's not going to a landfill just yet. Like, okay, I
Saving
love
the
that.
planet, one business lesson at a time.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's a wrap for today's episode. That's what's on our nightstand and on our minds this fall.
Absolutely. So if you're a book girly and you have some books you think we should read, please let us know in the comments. Yeah, something that's kind of inspiring you or changing the way you think or that you're just enjoying. That's amazing too. Um, yeah, we'd love to know about it.
Yeah, maybe we'll add it to our next Bubbly Book Club episode.
Yeah, read it and dissect it for y'all.
Love that.
Okay, well, in next time, keep your bubbly close, your blazers bold, and keep that bookshelf full. You know, sit down and take a nice time to read. That's amazing. All
Um,
right. Bye, guys. Cheers.
cheers.